Hello, everybody. So I'm doing another review of a fragrance. This is one I have a bottle of. It's one that I like. It is Versace Eros Flame. This is that gigantic bottle that I've shown in another one of my videos. That's like a 200 milliliter bottle that I think my wife got from Costco for Christmas, I think it was. Either Costco or Sam's Club. And this is one of my favorite scents that I have. I think it's really, really nice. It smells good. The first time that I tried it at like a department store like Belk. Oh, I had my kids with me and we all like sprayed some on it and we got home. My wife was like, "Oh my gosh, y'all smell great." I was like, "Well, I want to be getting some of this one." But yeah, so like I've done my other videos, going to do initial impressions after applying it, come back in about an hour, then after about 5 to 7 hours, and then kind of end with a recap of where you can get it at the best price currently as this video is being filmed. So I'm going to do one spray. This is the gigantic bottle. It's a little bit hard to handle. I do have smaller decants of it, but since some people have been like, I want to see the atomizer being sprayed, I'm trying to make sure I include that and not just using like a decant if I do have an actual bottle available. So I'm going to try to finagle this gigantic bottle to get like a good spray. Let's see. All right, here we go. Here, maybe like this. All right, it's a pretty good spray. Like I think that the atomizer is good. It's just a difficult bottle to handle because of the size. So I'm gonna finish applying it and I'll come back with first impression. All right, so one of the first things that I pick up on after I apply this is that the opening for it is very citrusy. Like it has got, I think that the actual manufacturer describes it as it's got like uh some kind of mandarin and then like Italian, maybe lime or something along those lines. But it's just a very like nice citrusy smell right off the top, which I think is really nice. And something else that just I enjoy about this one is it has like a pretty good longevity. So I think we'll see that as this video goes on, that even later on in the day, beyond I'd say what would be typical of fragrances, you're still picking up on this one. It's got good staying power, is I guess what I'm saying. But I'll check back in approximately an hour. We'll see how it's going. All right, so it's now been about an hour since I applied Eros Flame, and I really like how it's developing. A lot of the like really strong citrus opening notes have kind of faded away. They're not really coming through that strong anymore. And in their place, getting some really like nice woody elements. I think maybe like some sandalwood is one of the things that is probably coming through strongly right now if I had to guess and try to identify that particular smell. And also with the sandalwood and other kind of woody elements, getting some vanilla as well, which in the past I've said, oh, I didn't like vanilla smells, but I think I'm actually starting to realize that I do, and that maybe just the vanilla smells I didn't like were like vanilla cookie scented candles and stuff like that. So I really like how this is developing, and I'm excited to check back in at about the 5 to 7 hour mark so we can see how the smell is developed and how it's doing in terms of longevity. All right, all right, so it has now been almost 7 hours since I applied Eros Flame this morning earlier in the video, and it is still like coming through very like strongly. It's got really good longevity. Like I went up to my wife and I was like, "Hey, smell my arm," and she was like, "Oh wow, it still is like very, very noticeable, very pronounced, but not in a way that is like unpleasant or like, oh my God, this is like smoke like gassing me out, pretty much." But in terms aside from just like the longevity of it, the actual smell is still very nice. It is like a nice, warm, pleasant, kind of vanilla smell at this point that I think is traditionally considered more of like a winter smell. And it's springtime right now. That's why I'm dressed like this. I've been outside doing yard work all day. And it's still coming through strongly even after I've been doing stuff in the yard like all day. So very well on that front. Very pleased with it. So yeah, like a nice warm vanilla smell with a little bit of the woody element still coming through, but it is I'd say predominantly vanilla at this point. But I'm a big fan of it. So yeah, now we are going to talk about where you can buy it and like the best price that you can expect at the time of filming this video anyway. If you have seen any of my other videos, then you know that I'm a big fan of Sam's Club and Costco. So right now, Sam's Club does not have this size bottle of Eros Flame, but they do have a 100 milliliter, because one that I used in the video earlier was a 200 milliliter. It is a 100 milliliter for $59, which honestly, I don't know how many people really need 200 milliliters of it. So that's a pretty screaming deal right there. However, it's not going to end up being the best absolute deal available. So keep on watching. So that giant bottle from earlier in the video, my wife got that for me from Costco for Christmas. And I'm not sure how much she paid for it now, but it's not actually showing up in their app anymore. That's not uncommon. Sometimes things go in and out of stock and they might just not be available on the app. They do have this gigantic bottle, the same size bottle of regular Eros for $84.99, which I think that's the same price if they did have Flame in stock, but they don't. So, I can't say like, oh, get it from Costco, because right now you can't get it from Costco. But still, when you can get it, then that is a very good deal. And with Sam's Club and Costco, I do understand that like you have to have a membership, so you kind of might want to factor that into the cost of the product. But if you know you're going to be buying a lot of it, or if you already have a membership, then that is still like a really good option. But just keep in mind these are like member only prices and all that jazz. So yeah, just a reminder. From the actual manufacturer, they do have the 200 milliliter bottle for $190. That, if you want to make sure that you're getting the most authentic product that you can or whatever, I'm not overly concerned about that. So I would probably buy it from either Sam's Club or Costco, depending on availability, or even like a discounter, which we're about to see in a second with Joma Shop. So, it's there for 190 if you want to buy it from Versace themselves. And from Joma Shop, you can get the same bottle, the 200 milliliter bottle, for $84.99. So that is probably your best bet as of the time of filming this video in terms of getting that giant bottle. If you don't need a giant lifetime supply, you could get from Sam's Club for, I think I said $59. That is another good option. And I do think that the like return policy from Sam's Club is very good. So, it's a little bit more expensive per ounce, but then you don't have to buy quite as much and you have the return policy. So I hope you liked this video, this review, this information. If you did, please like and subscribe. It really helps, makes me feel good, and helps me keep on making these videos and stuff. So have a great day. Talk to y'all later.